Hello everyone, and welcome to my insanely hard run of Final Fantasy X. But before we get into the game itself, I want to talk a little bit about what the game means to me. One of my most treasured memories from when I was young was when Final Fantasy X came out. I would go to a friend's house and play it continuously. The first Final Fantasy game I ever played was Final Fantasy IX. Which then spurred me on to play 7 and 8 as well, 8 being my favourite. But this game holds a very special place in my heart because it's one of the games that I connected with my friends over a lot, but it's also, as I was saying, one of my treasured memories is the day I got my PS2. I also got Final Fantasy X and Kingdom Hearts all on the same day. And that was the summer of 2001, 2002, I'm not entirely sure. And I just did not stop playing these games. I wasn't particularly good at them. I'm still not particularly good at them, so why I'm doing this, I don't know, but here we are. But every now and then I will revisit this game because of the nostalgia this game brings me, and all the Final Fantasies do bring me a sense of nostalgia to a degree, but this one specifically because of, I don't know, the way it changed the formula, the way it was the first generational leap that I experienced, and so it meant a lot to me, and it changed as I changed as well as a person, becoming a young adult. I was about 12 at the time, so kind of experiencing this story through such a formative time in my youth meant that this story kind of imprinted on me a little bit and, well, affected me quite a large amount. Anyway, this run, can't believe I'm saying this, is going to be no sphere grid, no summons, no overdrive, and only initial equipment. Is this actually possible? I've got no idea. I legitimately don't know if this is even doable. Oh god. So let's just dive right in, shall we? We're just going to go standard sphere grid, as it doesn't make a big difference. At least I'm not aware of. Original soundtrack, thank you. Yep. I get to watch this cutscene all over again. Now, I'm not going to be running, like, speeding through the game. It's not going to be a speed run. There will probably be times when I may have to backtrack. Maybe go back to previous saves to get an item or skill. Well, no, I can't get any skills, but do something I otherwise missed, so that I can actually proceed with the game. But the point of this is that it's a challenge, right? It's not going to be easy. Let's say that again. Now, obviously, at the beginning of the game, there'll be certain points where we are forced to use summons, overdrives, whatnot, and at those points, you know, I don't have a choice. I have to. It's like when you learn to use the sphere grid. Obviously, you have to use the sphere grid. It's not no skipping that tutorial. So those will be the few caveats. But yeah, I'm not even sure how far I'm going to be able to. Whether or not, like, the big thing is no overdrives, because you see a lot of people do runs, but you depend heavily on Riku's mix overdrive, and that is really, really where you are able to start dealing the damage. Like, not being able to attack and stuff like that, not being able to use magic, that's fair enough if you can use overdrive and mix. Like, being able to, what's it, the Trial Quad 999, and then using that alongside the fire bombs, I forget what they're called now.
Listen to my story.
No, shush you.
This may be our last chance.
I've got some bad news for you, bud. absolutely phenomenal music in this game as well. The first Final Fantasy game to have multiple composers, not just Nobuo Uematsu. There's Junya Nakano and I forget the other dude's name. But the other dude, whose name I forget, went on to compose the music for Final Fantasy XIII, as well as a few other games. And while we're going through it as well, obviously we'll be talking about the story. I'll be avoiding spoilers until, you know, the actual things happen. I won't be jumping ahead in the story and talking about things, but... You know, I may let certain things slip, so if this is your first experience of Final Fantasy X, brace yourself. I played this game last to completion about 3 years ago.
Of course.
So I remember the basics, but I'm a little fuzzy. Tidus.
Good luck tonight.
I always went with Tidus
Nothing to worry
because
about.
Tide, water, you know, it's a very water-oriented game.
Goal,
Although apparently it is a Tidus. Tidus.
Do this. That one it was for you, okay? What seat?
He's blocking the front row. Fifth from the right.
Got it.
Can you sign this?
No prob.
Please?
Alrighty.
Me too.
Take it easy.
One of the biggest complaints that a lot of people had with this game when it got remastered was the weirdness of the graphics, how smooth everything is, and the dead eyes.
Well, gotta go. Cheer
I mean,
for me.
It is.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz.
No.
Hey,
I mean,
I
it's
got
a
a game
faithful
to play.
recreation of what was in the
Then
game
teach us
anyway,
after.
but
Maybe tonight.
You get-
well,
you look at like the kids' hands there, and then you look
I
at some of the
mean,
faces and
tomorrow.
some of the better
Promise?
textures, and it's just really jarring. Like if you look at the
Promise.
kid's hand versus the actual blitzball, like the blitzball's got quite a noisy texture on it, and then the hands are just a bit blurry and yeah, a bit muddy. A little chocobo saving icon at the bottom right. Some fantastic visuals in this game as well. I'm playing on PC as well, for those that aren't aware. Yeah, those eyes, they're weird looking.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jecht, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jecht all night. My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa,
Yeah.
didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jecht Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams that have won through to the finals are, of course, the Abes from A East and the Duggles from C South. I know there's a lot of people out there today to see the star of the Abes. In just 1 year, he's become the team's #1 player. He's Jecht's blood and the new hope of Blitzball. What kind of super play will he show us today? Will we see his father's legendary shot? I don't think I'm the only one excited here, folks.
I always like listening to that dude.
Make way, make way.
Something about it just,
Coming
again,
through,
nostalgia
sorry.
hits home there.
Hey, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Hey, let go of me.
Something this game does fantastically is the world building, I think. Also, people can breathe underwater in this game. I don't know, there's a little device they have in their mouth, I don't know. Anyway, enjoy the FMV. It's not Rammstein. Can you see Sin through the water there? Or is that just like the light refraction or reflection even off the top? I always thought you could see him through there. Super cool slope. I always thought it was weird how the buildings kind of warp and bend there. It's explained a little bit later in the same bit, it's much later in the game, if we get that far. Do enjoy me a good klaxon. Come on, buddy, we need to go. Just like in any good Final Fantasy game, characters can survive complete catastrophe with little to no injury. For instance, you get licked by a dog.
Orin!
Yeah, I've taken 20
What are you
damage.
doing here?
I was waiting for you.
What are you talking about?
Keep an eye on that icon, or
It begins.
the kind of emblem on the back of the kid's jacket.
Don't cry.
Also, why is he running the direction that everyone's running
What
away
the-
from?
Hey, wait! Hey, not this way.
Look.
Yeah, I love that you can see it through the water.
We called it sin.
You don't recognize that until you played the game.
Sin?
I do enjoy a lot of the enemy design in this game as well. The Sin Spawn especially. To be fair, most of the aquatic enemies look pretty cool. There it is, our first and only sword. No brotherhood for us.
A gift from Jekt.
My old man?
Yeah, well, when we're done, we're going to be handing it back to him.
I hope you know how to use it. These ones don't matter. We cut through.
Ah, feels good to be back, man. janky head animations. It's weird that you can get nostalgia for
Don't
such
bother
like
going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter
weird
and
things like that, like animations. Remind myself what we have to hand. Excuse, por favor. Nice. Overkill, I believe, is when you... I think it's either a set amount over the enemy's health pool or about 10% over their... 10% of their max health over on the final damage. Actually, no, it can't be of their full health. 10% of their remaining health, I believe. I don't know. I'm just spouting words at this point. Right, let's see how far we can go without
Some
using an
can't
overdrive.
wait to die.
I can. Yeah, unfortunately we're forced to use it, guys. Make the most of it. This is the only Bushido you're going to see. Ah, I forgot there was a thing. Oh, wow. I'm used to using a Nintendo controller, so I got B and A very nearly mixed up. What items do we even have? For those of you that know Final Fantasy, you'll know that... Okay, been needing a lot of these. Demi can only kill when you're at 1 health, because it takes off a quarter of your health at a time. Nice, got a crit. That's what happens when you get the brief white screen flash when you attack. We're fine. It's all fine, I think. Does anyone remember how much damage those little guys did before? Yeah, let's use a potion. I have to think there, but I haven't restricted to no items, have I? Ew. Hey, nice crit. Yeah, that's fine. I couldn't remember if there was a encounter between the save point. Yep. Gonna do about 25.
What are you laughing at, old man? Lauren, let's get out of here.
Oh, how little you know.
Expected.
Gonna do about 25 minutes an episode. May run over on
Give me a
some
break,
bigger
man.
fights. Wasted that precious potion earlier. I'm gonna feel it. So yeah, when this game came out, it revolutionized. Revolutionized? Didn't revolutionize anything, but yeah, I can't target it yet. It changed the It changed the battle system. So you look on the right there, you can see the turn order. Previous to this, it was generally ATB based. It would be cool. There's a mod for this game to make it so there's an ATB in it. I don't know if that would ever be possible, but breathe a new life into the game. No. No, you don't.
This could be bad.
Yeah, I think.
That. Knock
So
it down.
foreshadowing this horrendous
Trust
run
me,
I'm doing.
You'll see.
But will we? Will we really? What are you? Okay, you're not happening yet. Where are you? Okay, so we need to... No! Managing health during battles is going to be very important now. Whether or not I could have already had this thing explode, I'm not sure. But that's part of the fun, is I don't really know what I'm doing. I think. Yeah, we'll be able to take one of those attacks. Oh. Yay! Witness the greatest display of physics you have ever seen. So the explosion was big enough to take down an entire building, of which there could have been people in there, so, you know. And, secondly, is powerful enough to take down the building, but not the highway we're currently running on. Then there's the fact that when you look at him running across the windows, they're like nowhere near tall enough to fit people in. So. You are sure? Oh, getting sucked into the giant watery butthole in the sky.
You are sure?
Imagine if he wasn't. It's like, actually, you know, nah. Let's put it all back.
This is your story. It all begins here.
Something about that scream that is just so comical. It's also the first Final Fantasy game to have voice acting, so the voice acting and the lip sync doesn't quite line up.
My old man?
You're gonna cry. Well, what if I am? What you gonna do about it, Pappy? Oh, where are you? Father, where art thou?
I thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone, beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
Welcome to the Barge Ruins, I believe. They're called. If anyone knows why
Anybody
this is
there?
the place Tidus turns up, I'd be interested. There might be a
Orin!
lore reason for it, but as far as I'm aware, it's...
Hey!
Well, I don't know the reason.